called a huge victory. More than 1,000 people in Elkhart County will likely split close to $50 million. A federal judge made the ruling in a class action lawsuit. The WSBT-22's James Fillmore is at the Update Center. And James, the case was against VIM Recycling.
It's not around anymore, Rick, but a lot of you may remember the business caught fire back in 2007. The blaze burned for days. New at 11, people who live nearby say that was just one of the hazards the company caused over the years. Wayne Stutzman lives less than a mile from where VIM Recycling used to be located. He was one of the original plaintiffs in the class action lawsuit.
We didn't have the illnesses, the sinus troubles, the upset stomachs.
But a federal judge ruled that people should be compensated for years of exposure to harmful air pollutants. 1,025 people would get various portions of the more than $50 million settlement for every year they suffered.
The amount of dust that we have in our home compared to other places that we've lived is like 100 times what you'd be used to.
Marcel Dunning's son has asthma and doesn't like going outside anymore. She says the smell and pollution affected everything they did.
I feel great that someone finally listened, that someone finally understood that we weren't just, you know, squawking to make noise, that it really was interfering with our lives.
Stutzman hopes no other neighborhood ever has to deal with something like this. He says it was never about the money. They just wanted their lives back and their neighborhood cleaned up.
Somebody has to be responsible and for the actions that were taken. And this is one way to make the guilty people responsible and take responsibility for the actions that they've done.
The Hoosier Environmental Council represented the members of the class action lawsuit pro bono for several years, but the judge ordered that they be reimbursed with some of the settlement money. And Rick, the current business Soil Solutions will have to vacate the property within 5 years. Stutzman says until that happens, they'll always be worried about another fire.
James, thank you. A local manufacturer